Welcome to Just Cook Something. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make simple and delicious focaccia bread. Let's get started. Add 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and approximately 320 milliliters of warm water. Give everything a quick stir and then let it sit there for about 10 minutes until it gets nice and frothy. Once it's nice and frothy, give it a quick stir again and then add 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and then give it another quick stir for about a minute. Finally, add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, we're going to use a spatula and just mix everything together until it forms a dough, and just make sure majority of the flour is gone after mixing. Once the dough is mixed, cover the bowl with plastic wrap and leave it in a warm place for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, remove the cloth and plastic wrap. And then using our trusty spatula, we're going to fold all the sides of the dough. I do this around 5 to 10 times, just keep going around and around until it starts to look something like this. So this is the consistency you're looking for. You want to make sure there's no more dry flour in the bowl. And then we're just going to cover it again with plastic wrap, throw a cloth over it, and leave it for an additional 30 minutes. So after an hour total time, you can see the dough has risen quite a bit. So now we're just going to put this into a baking tray. Now I'm using a 13x9 baking tray, but you can use whatever you have at home. But what you have to do is grease the pan, so I just added some extra virgin olive oil, and then I carefully tipped the dough into there, and using the spatula, I just kind of pushed it down and spread it out. You could use your hands if you want to, but I just think that's way too messy, so I just use the spatula. It's just a lot easier, I find. And after spreading it out, this is what it looks like, and then we're just going to cover it again and let it sit there for an additional 30 minutes. And then after 30 minutes, you're going to see the dough has risen again. So this is what you're looking for. And then yes, again, we're going to add some more olive oil. And I added way too much this time, but that's okay. You can just brush it on there. And then the fun part, we're going to stick our dirty fingers in the dough. Okay, my fingers weren't dirty, but make sure you wash your hands because this part's pretty gross. Some people like to stick their fingers really deep in there, but yeah, that's not me. So you do you, and then go wash your hands and then put whatever toppings you want on your dough. I put herbes de Provence and I totally forgot to add salt. So this is where you would add your coarse salt and then let it sit there for around 15 minutes. And then lastly, preheat your oven at 400 Fahrenheit. Once the dough has finished rising, bake it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown, and make sure you rotate it halfway through to ensure even cooking. And after 25 to 30 minutes, this is what it looks like. You can see it cooked nice and even. I like to check and make sure it's over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure you take it off the tray and let it cool down for 10 minutes. And if you can't wait 10 minutes, don't worry, I won't judge you. And why would I? Look at this focaccia. It looks gorgeous. If you want the bottom crust to get nice and hard, you should put it on a rack as well, and that will prevent the bottom of the focaccia from getting too soft from all that heat. If you're someone who loves a crispy crust, you can bake the focaccia for an extra 5 minutes. Just keep a close eye on it to avoid it from burning. And I think 10 minutes is up. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this recipe, I got plenty more bread videos on my channel. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. I'm always interested in hearing how yours turns out. Thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.